Welcome to our commentary of Godzilla 2000, also known as the first movie of Godzilla from Toho after the original creator passed away.
Hold on, this movie came out in 1999. Darkstar, you lied to me.
The millennial
Yes, but it came out in
craze.
theaters over here in 2000.
So they
Barely
lied to
made
their
it.
Japanese audience. Basically, folks, as you can tell, this is one of those movies that was trying to cash in on the whole millennial craze and turning of the
Yeah,
millennium.
Pokemon 2000 and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon 2000 was about the apocalypse as well, go figure.
Okay, basically, we need to start before the TriStar logo.
Because
miss
we're
you,
watching
TriStar.
the English dub version.
Yeah, because it's the best way, if you ask me, as you're about to see.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
All
English
right.
dubs are either good and improve, or they're terrible and they make you laugh.
All
this
right,
case,
Darkstar,
it's the
take us
latter.
off.
Really? You've seen this one
Let's go.
before?
Yes. It's
All
a
right.
long time ago, but I remember seeing it.
Ready?
All right, then, Darkstar, give the countdown, please.
3, 2, 1, smash.
In case you need some more specification, this is actually the first movie in the second reboot of the kaiju movies that come from Japan about Godzilla and all the other monsters. So
Yep, the start of
technically,
the Millennium series.
continuity-wise, you're not missing much. In fact, it's pretty much a sort of a remake of the original Tale of Godzilla. And there you go, that's the classic
Toho Company.
company.
Yes, this is the first movie of the Millennium series.
And we begin with the changing of.
An antenna.
We begin with Dennis from South Park trying to get out of the island.
they're trying to get a better
Not
reception.
South Park, Jurassic Park, sorry. Ugh. Brain fart.
Toho.
Brain fart.
A Toho Code full stop comma limited production.
A Toho Pictures Incorporated production. You
Well,
know, I get
Credits
the...
actually really
Calm
You know-
down, dude. Just a little to the left, you would have bumped into the Toho Pictures credit, dude.
You know,
Come on.
guys, I get the feeling that Toho may have had something to do with this. I don't know. Maybe the credits are painting a picture for me.
Well, it's good enough for me, goddamn, because so far all of the non-Toho Godzilla movies have been terrible, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Except for the 2014 one.
No, I'm actually including that one.
And yes,
Oh,
folks, I'm
yeah.
one of those people. I'm one of the many people who like that movie, and I'm looking forward to the sequel.
And I'm a huge fan of the 98 movie, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Meh.
Anyway, people are actually recording stuff using those antennas. Hello, this guy actually brought his daughter with him.
It's a Godzilla movie. People aren't exactly the most well-written in these movies.
Reminder
Yes,
that
right.
it...
Yes, we're here to have fun, not be
Well,
Shakespeare.
you'll be surprised because, well, Pedro knows, but...
I'm talking, yes, for the 1954 movie, but
Reminder,
that's a long
reminder.
time
No,
ago.
I mean, there are
The
some
second
of
series
the...
were really
One at a
was
time,
really
guys.
dark.
One at a time. Go on, Tio.
There are some of the kaiju movies where the humans actually get some time to shine. Particularly, I keep forgetting the title. Darkseid may give me a hand at the movie with Jet Jaguar.
That's Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah, Megalon. Basically, that's where also the humans get their time to shine.
Another
There was
thing we
Godzilla
also need
versus
to...
Biolante, which took
Yeah.
Sure, let's take the skin samples of my own dead daughter and make an unintentional giant monster.
Anyway, but
Oh,
yeah, another
fun
thing
fact-
we have to remember is also the fact that at some point Godzilla does become the hero, and needless to say, the monsters tend to be the smartest characters in the movies. In fact,
Yeah.
there's a point where he can actually talk. And I'll admit, I actually do like it when he is the good guy. Okay, yeah,
Anyway,
go on.
I was going to mention the dub actor voicing the main character in this is who played the Shredder in the second original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh,
But
cool.
yes, Joe, but the only time where Godzilla spoke was Godzilla versus Gigan, if I remember correctly.
Pretty sure he spoke in some other films that came after that, too.
Hello
missed
there,
it.
sweetie.
Hey, come here often?
Yeah, another
With
thing
your lens
is that,
flare eyes!
with the advent
God,
of the
don't I do
millennium and
that.
everything, Toho went absolutely crazy with the special effects with these movies.
Hey, we can finally do a Godzilla that isn't an obvious puppet.
But that's just it. It's still people in suits.
Yeah.
Man, the day was has become well had started so well, and now someone dropped a fucking ship on me, and now a telephone pole.
But at least you were lucky enough to not get crushed. Literally right
Sony-
for the hole.
Sony spent $1 million on the re-editing and dubbing process of this film, so
You can tell. I mean, I'll give it this. I'll give it this. The lip syncing isn't the worst.
Yeah, I've seen
Yep.
worse.
Yep, this was dubbed in North America rather than Hong Kong.
Probably for the best.
I think it did get a Hong Kong version as well, but this
For all time's sake.
yeah, Hong Kong as well as this one. Yes. Sounds like a South
Whoa.
Park character.
Well, shit.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, lady, you could have used a better take. Jesus, Godzilla, could you have been more careful?
It's Godzilla, he's giant. How is he going to be careful?
Yeah, the same way he was careful in the 1998 film and somehow managed to vanish completely in the city that never sleeps.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll save that for that movie.
But yeah, I forgot, Darkstar. Maybe they actually explained one reason in any of the movies. Is there a reason why why Godzilla is so obsessed with attacking Japan?
Well, at least in the second series, it's because he's attracted to nuclear energy, which is his power source.
True.
And I believe there was
True,
also
you
a
need
series
to
where he doesn't like them
Refill the
pollute.
battery sometimes.
And then there was also that one where he hates that they're polluting his ocean.
Actually, no. That one I think was the movie with Batra, and that was the villain. Godzilla was just there to kick some ass randomly.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Godzilla versus Head Monster?
Ah, goddamn it! There's the thing, Dweebs. There are so many kaiju
Yes.
movies that I keep forgetting. Yeah, that's what they say to Dweebs because he doesn't know. There are so many kaiju movies, but I keep forgetting which one it is.
That was the one where he infamously propelled himself through the air with his breath.
Yes.
Oh, don't forget the Mecha Ghidorah saga.
Yes, let's blast your middle head off, leave you brain dead for 300 years, and then we have a cyborg Hydra.
Oh.
Come on, just
And
sign
Godzilla
the
was
letter,
just standing
little-
there, just waiting to be under the reflectors, of course.
He's such a prima donna here.
At this point, he's used to getting recognized by humans, so I guess he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yes, a Godzilla movie managed to be more savvy in a cliche that Jurassic Park failed.
I have a feeling this part's meant as a direct reference to the end of the '98 movie.
Okay, sadly,
Okay. That's definitely a Jurassic Park reference.
Sadly, I didn't buy any alcohol
You
today,
moron.
so
Why would you need
Oh, but
alcohol?
well, for this kind of movie, yeah, I think I'd need it.
Jesus.
Why?
Godzilla's roar is so powerful it shatters wind.
Yes.
Sorry,
It's alcohol
windshields.
you can enjoy most when you're drunk.
Nah. I'd say this movie is more legit fun. Now, maybe if it's the '98 film you're talking about, by all
You
means.
forgot how to drive his car backward.
Yeah, this scene is definitely a reference to the end of the '98 movie.
So, I'm guessing Japan may have unironically liked the '98 movie.
heard-
It's a funny story, Joe.
Not really, Java, considering what they did to Zilla.
Final
And
War. Basically, it's a very short story because it needs to be brought up back in Final Wars. Todd didn't really like the '98 movie,
I don't
and they
blame him.
plotted a special revenge for it. We shall see.
In this movie?
No, in Final Wars.
Ah.
Although I think in one of the Japanese-made films, they make a mention to the the New York attack, in the '98 film.
Yes,
but
that is Final Wars.
Yeah.
but the Japanese, but the Japanese people there who were talking about it amongst themselves said, our experts have doubts about whether that was Godzilla.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
I gotta say, it still looks very. These special effects with the buildings look very convincing.
See, there
True.
you go. This is the first thing. Like immediately we're seeing Godzilla destroying shit. Thank you.
Duh. That's all the kid.
Could you
there?
Can you imagine the reason why it's rampaging through here? Excuse me, have you seen my cockies anywhere?
Hey, have you seen my son, who I apparently had, even though I'm male?
Which one, Minilla or Godzilla Jr.?
The
actually
one.
Are we
Variants,
talking about? Are we talking about the Showa series, the Heisei series, or the '90s?
Take your pick. Although, yeah, that thing did end up being his kid in the '98 TV series.
Yes, I love the '98 Tech cartoon series.
You mean the one where the guy can morph into Godzilla or something?
No, where the last baby is imprinted on Nick as his father.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Forget, which series was it about the man or woman who could turn into Godzilla?
I think it was it was in the early 2000s. Basically, there was this guy with a scouter, and he could transfer his soul to take to assume direct control of Godzilla. Don't ask.
Hey, I think there was also a Hanna-Barbera series around Godzilla too. Involved the flying
That's how I
dragon.
just knew about the Hanna-Barbera.
I know that it's a bumpy
she-
ride and
and
one
she-
that could
and
very well risk
she
our
did
lives, but
nothing.
keep it steady.
Dude,
Ha!
touche.
It's like the actors themselves are in complete disbelief at what they're reading.
Yes.
God is
really.
punishing
Okay,
you for being
okay.
ambitious?
Okay. To be fair, that's probably a translation thing from the Japanese stuff because, yeah, they're all about that stuff.
Like, that line doesn't even make any sense.
The Japanese are very religious, let's just say, and yeah, the whole Bushido, Shinto, all that stuff.
Buddhism.
It's complicated again.
Isn't that more, whatever.
There's an entire history behind that, Pedro. It's like opening a can of worms. I'll tell you more in another time.
Long story short, if China did it, Japan wanted to as well.
Roar.
See, the other thing about that makes this already to me much more fun to watch than, say, the destruction in the '98 movie, because I can actually put. I never for one moment believed that CGI abomination was actually there. Whereas this thing, yeah, it looks like it's clearly a man in a suit, but at least it has physical parts. I can believe that it's there.
And the way they shoot the faraway scenes actually do make it look somewhat convincing.
Yeah, the size is everything.
Don't forget, the original 1954 movie revolutionized special effects in Japanese movies.
I think it was that one that inspired special effects maker Carlo Rambaldi in making stuff like the giant worms of Dune. No shit, man.
No shit, Sherlock.
I'm sorry, but I thought I made it freaking obvious.
And yeah, that's the iconic roar.
The woman's like, look at
What
it.
have we
It's
become?
it's beautiful.
And now we're 1,000
What's up,
leagues
Morgan?
under the sea?
Yes. And now we're in space as well. Oh, wait, no. For a moment, it
It's
looked like
funny,
we were
I
in
know.
space.
I know, right? It's like, I mean, I
Wait,
thought...
Wait, is this space or under the sea? The visuals are so poor I can't even tell.
I know, right? Because like at first I thought, oh, we're going to space, but no, it turns out they're underwater.
No, it's under the sea, yeah, because
They look like
water
they look like
volcanoes.
they look like snowflakes.
Debris.
Cue
course.
the Peanuts snow theme.
Of course, Japan has a lot of
Heck.
hot spots.
Yeah.
Hence why they have a lot of tsunamis, earthquakes, and the like.
Behold, look at that.
Look
The
my
ocean.
wide-angle face.
The beauty of the ocean. And then they bump into one of Jacques Cousteau's expeditions. Today, loyal viewers, we're finding out about Japanese kaiju monsters. Let's see if they really live under the ocean.
Doctor, what does your wide-angle face tell you?
Now it got me imagining, Pedro. What if like they got
It's-
eaten, but they left the footage of them getting eaten in the documentary and broadcast that?
On what channel? The History Channel?
Well, in
Wow.
which channel did Jacques Cousteau's stuff air?
I still will
Was it
never
National
understand.
Geographic?
Why the heck is a channel called the History Channel anything but history? Like, seriously.
Jova is just like there's a channel called MTV and doesn't have music on it.
They
Yeah,
used-
America. Apparently, it's an America thing of having a channel be named after something that doesn't even air in it.
I mean, MTV used to be about music videos, but
Used to. That's
Around here-
underline used
Oh, look
to.
at that revolutionary computer with.
Oh, well, round here, Joe, they probably broadcast a program like that on Channel
I
Channel
love
5.
for that piece of paper.
Oh, those were the days.
my God, the readings.
Remember, Darkstar. Those machines usually are used to register earthquakes, and we're still today using piece of paper like that.
Really? I never knew.
I forgot the correct term thing, seismographs, but I got to check. Godzilla Prediction Network. Excuse me.
Here's the Godzilla Prediction Network. Look around the ocean. If you hear anything rumbling, assume it's him.
What if it's
sort of-
just like a diver or something?
A diver somehow making the sea rumble.
Comedy.
Or a submarine?
Yeah, it's a submarine somehow causes tremors.
What if it hits the ground?
That would have to be a pretty big submarine for tremors to be felt from the surface.
Okay,
Boy.
kid, who the fuck are you?
Boy, Tandy Whiz
Seriously.
Kids eat your heart out.
Are you sure you're Japanese and not Korean? Yeah, I'm not here.
I'm not interested, man.
Ma'am, I am your wife!
You're my what?
Crisis Control Intelligence
I'm the-
Headquarters. CCIH.
Yeah, the voice acting sounds like it's a slowed down version of Speed Racer to me.
Makes sense. I'm guessing that they're making
Oh,
sure.
they're savaging something, okay.
Are they going to raise the Titanic like that stupid movie?
Oh my god, those boats look
Which-
so clearly
Wait,
super.
which version of the Titanic are you talking about?
The movie called
the
Raise the
second
Titanic.
animated one.
No, actually, no, to you. I was talking about a movie called Raise the Titanic.
Oh, the one with Napoleon. God damn it.
Sounds better than the one where no one died.
So let's see what they're savaging.
A giant rock.
Whoa.
I don't know what the weirdest Godzilla film I'm going to be seeing at some point is. This one or the one Hideki Anno made?
Hideaki.
Him, the Evangelion guy.
This looks like one of the. This. It looks like we're in one of the. Looks like we're in
Oh,
Gravity
shit.
Rush. All right, all of a sudden. I mean,
It's floating on its
it-
own, apparently.
it's okay, guys. This is where we're supposed to learn about Jupiter mode.
Jupiter mode, eh?
Yeah, basically in Gravity Rush 2 you have lunar mode, which makes you light as a feather, and Jupiter mode, which makes you heavy as fuck. Basically,
Oh no, that tiny rock is floating up.
But easy, the rock lives.
The Animarium from Power Rangers Wild Force?
Well, we don't know. Enjoy
No.
some fried buns. I mean hamburgers. Clearly, those are hamburgers.
Eat your hamburgers, Tio.
I love that photo.
Godzilla, could you smile for the camera, please? Good, thank you. Oh shit! Ah!
Wow, I gotta say, he's raising his daughter to have quite the busy childhood.
Yeah, between Godzilla and preparing the household.
Ooh, onigiri.
Isn't being busy a Japanese?
Yeah, it's
kinda
part of their
thing,
culture. You always have to work all the time.
Although ironically,
So basically, so basically, Portugal is the European Japan.
Hey guys,
Oh.
I'm suddenly wanting to buy a Canon machine.
Although, ironically, it's illegal for certain youngsters to work, which
Yeah,
is
I
a
know
bit
it is.
different.
Basically, they
I don't know, Dwebs. If there's
underage-
one, I
Hold
don't
on,
know,
let's see
Dwebs,
if
if there's
it
one
is.
thing, Portugal is not as xenophobic.
Anyway, go on to you.
underage work is illegal because childs and boys then need to study up until their major age. After that, they can start to work non-stop. It's kind of like step-to-step program formation.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sharing expenses, my ass.
You know, you sound really calm over the fact that you just survived the near-death experience of also destroying things.
Hey, you know us in Japan,
So-
Pedro. No matter what happens, we always have to lead a busy life back at work, and that means we have to worry about all of life's problems equally.
So Darkstar,
Yes.
this is the Darkstar.
Yes.
This is the first film of a rebooted Godzilla
The
series.
third
second
series.
specifically, yeah.
The third series.
Well, from what I can tell, this particular series didn't last all that long. It was only like
Yes,
2
this was
films
by
or
far the
something.
short. This was the shortest series, maxing out at 6.
Yeah.
Most of them having their own timeline.
Yeah. As of the time of this recording, we are now in the 4th series officially.
It's third series.
No, not
What's
this one. I mean, with the movies
one-
we're releasing these current
Oh.
years.
It's the one that started with the new Hideki Anno film.
Shin Godzilla in 2016, yeah.
The one where I cannot take him seriously in terms of looks.
Wasn't that
Well,
them
you've
specifically
seen that
going
one,
out of their
Darkstar?
way to recreate the look of the original cheesy puppet-esque one?
When I saw the look for the new one, I'm like, am I supposed to take this seriously? Because it's kind of hard.
Which new one? 2014 or
Shin
2016?
2016.
Godzilla 2016.
Right.
Yeah, basically the idea is that by shutting down the reactor, Godzilla should not target them. Yes, you can just do that with the pressing of a button.
I see Brian Cranston there. 0 out of 10.
Well, at least now
She has a good point, you know.
Oh,
Are they on Canon's payroll or something?
maybe.
The joke, if this were a Canon film project, they'll be even cheaper.
Hmm.
And they'd be using the same shot of Godzilla over and over. I am so good.
Yeah,
Was
I'm
that the
sure
other
he's
guy
such a
talking, or-
trustworthy person.
And we're introducing, two guys, we're introducing this character via our clunky exposition. Please listen.
This is actually my first time time watching a Japanese-made Godzilla movie in full.
Excellent, Squibs.
Well, to be fair,
Oh, dude,
it is Godzilla you're talking about,
Yeah,
and the
it's
first
You
you
need to get him
moving
for
weapon.
science.
and the first you saw of him, he was tearing through to your reactors or generators. Like, okay, I'll give Godzilla 2014 credit. It made sense that they wanted to study Godzilla more, because, to be fair, he wasn't the instigator of all the trouble in that movie. Here, he is, so... yeah, wanting to study him instead... yeah.
Well, technically, Jova, at least from the chronology that we know, according because of shared universe and everything, the Godzilla 2014 movie starts with the first discovery of the company. I forgot its name. Discovering Godzilla in the 70s, 80s. So it predates back before the Kaiju's rising.
Good luck.
Also, those are clearly IKEA chairs, and you cannot convince me of the contrary. Well, shit.
Do not look out your window.
No shit, man. Impossible, Buru. Alright, the piece of rock, yeah.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Mm-mm.
Let's
Very
see.
clever, Dwibs. It's a shame I didn't laugh.
Nah,
God damn it.
Joe, but the sun has to be rising, not the Rock.
It was rising there in that shot, at least by the eye of the viewer.
Was about Ashley.
That's what he said. It was rising.
Uh-oh. Iceberg standing right up.
It looks like a dick.
Waves, come on.
Iceberg standing right up, sir.
What?
Be very afraid, Waves.
It's a rock.
I guess it's time to rock
All
off.
right, it's time for the military to destroy that evil rock. What did it happen, sir? The rock raised itself.
Dwayne
Oh,
Johnson
shit.
raised himself.
We gotta do something. Quick, just blow shit up, America.
Well,
Well, actually, this is Japan. So
Japan!
yeah, Japan. And what year is this takes place fictionally?
1999.
Oh, this is really doesn't seem like.
Yes, it said on one of the computers later on in the movie that it says 1999.
Alright.
You know, when I get to choosing a foreign movie, I'm actually thinking of having it be in its original language with English subtitles.
Really?
Sure.
Huh.
Yeah, well, The Raid more specifically.
To keep the experience of watching it for a foreign movie intact.
Well, I get that, but the fact that Dwibs is the one suggesting it is what
Well, I
surprises.
remember, that my whole English thing doesn't extend to foreign live-action movies.
Huh.
Because to be honest, dubbing live-action just looks silly.
It can work, but yeah.
Hey, excuse me, there's mine and Taylor's countries dub live action stuff all the time. Are you telling us that
Yeah.
we're silly?
Yes.
Implied.
Them's fighting words.
I will
Hey,
have to
I'm
teach
being,
you
hey,
the,
I'm being fair.
I will have to dish out the ancient, painful art of kung fu upon you.
So yeah, the military.
One of
is
these days,
actually
guys, I have to
plan.
show you the Spanish dub of the Matrix movies because it's hilarious. The voices don't match the characters at all.
Oh no! Something's happening. Yep.
What's happening, Captain? The water is exploding.
Not the water.
It's a shark. Just kidding.
Then.
So it's not Sharknado.
Well, surprisingly, Actually, is Sharknado still going?
I think so. The Asylum found it as a goose gold.
You know what? I think Sharknado may be one of the first in film series to ever be clever enough to literally sell it on the fact that it's stupid. Like, seriously, I'm surprised that a lot of movies don't think to really do that.
There it is.
Because,
Oh, that was an amazing bath.
All right,
Yes, but do we have radioactive soap to go with him?
let's
Nah.
go.
Nah, Darkstar, surprisingly, that didn't sell very well.
people were complaining that it turned them into mutants.
Yeah, they weren't very impressed with the quality.
All right.
You know, actually, if I recall correctly, I think there was an old video game that involved two player characters, a man and a woman, the man who would turn into King Kong and the woman who would turn into Godzilla. What
You're
was
thinking of Rampage.
that one?
I think so, actually.
Yes, that's Rampage.
I'm guessing the old one and not the newer one.
There was
Yeah.
one in the arcade days.
That's probably what I'm
So
thinking of.
yeah. Rule of thumb, Dweebs. Non-conventional weapons and missiles against Godzilla are pretty much pea shooters.
You'd think they just think to use
Yeah.
nuclear weapons against him.
Yes,
Couldn't
that's
they just
because
fire them into his inside?
Dwibs. You got to
It's
remember.
actually a plot point in one of the movies. You'll be surprised.
Dwibs. You also got to remember that symbolically speaking, when Tanaka made the original, he said if Godzilla were just a regular dinosaur, a regular cannonball would have done the job. But against a nuclear bomb, we wouldn't know what to do. So I gave him characteristics of an atomic bomb.
He's so
Mad.
time.
My God, I think I may have found the one guy who's a bigger dick than me.
Oh, this one actually started to do something.
We're doing it, sir. Just fire into his mouth.
Oh, that reminds me of something that we'll get to later.
However, when he opens his mouth, that's when you really want to run if he has his hyper beam.
Yeah,
Atomic breath.
yeah.
But what other window of opportunity is there, though?
Well, he ain't exactly Dr. Engine where you can stop him from firing it by shooting while he's opening it.
I wonder what the budget on these films are.
I'll check.
Oh,
This upsets me.
The
Okay,
budget for
this-
this one was $8.3 million. The box office was $27.9 million.
okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Fire your pea shooters at me.
Whee! Rocket! So you see,
See, Michael
the,
Bay does
this-
not know what he's doing when it comes to these kinds of
the
explosions.
secret weapon against Godzilla are the wisps.
Of course.
The Wisps. Could you imagine if Michael Bay made a Godzilla movie?
I don't
No,
want
thank you. No,
Oh.
thank you. We already tried it with Roland Emmerich. I don't want the shittier Roland Emmerich giving me
No.
a shot as well.
Gareth Edwards?
No, we already tried that as well. If I would like it if it was, I guess J.J. Abrams. He could make, I can see him making a good one.
Godzilla with added lens flares.
Although, if it were J.J. Abrams' Pedro, we had have to fear it being just like the very original Godzilla.
Honestly, Jova, considering the state of the franchise in America right now, that wouldn't be that much of a problem if you ask me.
well,
I
to be,
got it. I got it.
that's the trend that also these Japanese movies are doing.
well, to be
Right,
fair,
right,
well, to be
Triple-
fair,
The first one is a symbolical remake of the very first movie.
Pedro, for as much as we may disagree about it, it's not like Godzilla's standing in the U.S. is really in a bad standing.
No, Joe, I got it. J.J. Abrams will do a remake of the 1998 film.
Besides, we still have the current
So-
Godzilla continuity going on.
That can happen to us. Remember, whenever J.J. Abrams
Oh,
revitalizes something,
shit.
he always goes.
Hey, look, Pedro, it's seen.
He always
Ah.
goes straight to the absolute very original.
Yeah, or at least the most beloved, which
So-
I guess for America would probably be the 1995. When was the first theatrically released Godzilla movie in America? Dark Star, 1995, wasn't it?
The edited version of the very first was 56.
No. I'm talking about. Wasn't there one in the 90s as well? Or was,
The
no,
reboot,
was it? Was it 85 actually? Wasn't it 85?
The American reboot was in 98.
No, you're talking about the Roland Emmerich movie. I'm talking about, wasn't there a Toho Godzilla movie that released
Yes.
in America in the 80s?
Yes, there were two of them. The Godzilla 1985 and Godzilla.
That's the
versus
one,
Power.
yeah. Godzilla 1985. He probably would have based it off that one, considering that's one that a lot of American Godzilla fans grew up with back in the day.
Yes, the 85 movie was the
Whoa,
first movie in the second series as a direct sequel to the 54 movie.
such
But-
choreography.
Remember, Dwebs, J.J. Abrams' main superpower is member berries, so he has to use them. He has to go back to the movie where the member berries are stronger.
Anyway, one thing we have to remember is well, the current continuity is still going on, what with Kong Skull Island, which is a prequel. And again,
So there you go. The
oh,
Rock
whoa.
seems to be actually attracted to Godzilla. Hmm.
What is the what? Was Godzilla going to eat the Rock? But
You'll
Not to
see.
Not to mention, Dwebs, if Michael Bay made a kaiju movie, that would make every single kaiju monster look like a gigantic CGI blob that you can't even tell what the fuck it's doing.
Well, to be fair, if Transformers
Besides,
4
I
Age
don't
of
wanna see
Extinction
I
is
don't
anything
wanna
to
see
go.
Michael Bay doing Japanese people at all in my entire
No,
life.
yeah, it's true. No,
That-
thank you, please.
That I can agree with.
Didn't they did that with Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Let's just that didn't turn out well.
Funnily enough, though, I heard the Japanese
There
stuff
you
was
go.
least
Much like
effective.
before with the human, now the Rock is scanning Godzilla's DNA, I guess.
I was just gonna say, funnily enough, the stuff with the Japanese characters was probably I heard that was like the least offensive bit in that movie.
Only in the first half of the Dweebs.
I will say this though, if Transformers 4 is anything to go off of, he can do, I guess, kaiju-looking monsters.
Yeah.
Godzilla is not amused.
Taste the
Just let Toho
Wow,
keep making
ouch.
the movies on it. Just let Toho keep making the movies on it.
If I remember
Well-
correctly, that it's supposed to be a beam of raw kinetic energy.
Well, it's not like we're getting rid of the Godzilla American movies anyway, since the 2014 one still sold well, did well critically, is getting sequels and whatnot, and Kong Skull Island kept up the trend being better too. I mean, when
Oh
that...
no, it's
Oh.
firing again.
Oh yes,
there you
here we go. Here we go.
Godzilla signature move.
Oh, he's firing up his laser.
Time for a beam of war.
for a second there, it looked like it was freezing.
There we are. There you go. A reminder that we had to wait until the last 10 minutes to see this in the 2014 one.
Although to be fair, when he actually used it, it was actually amazing. At least
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
the thing.
We
It's
shouldn't
like,
have had to wait that long to
eh,
see it, though.
exactly, though, that's the thing. While it did have little Godzilla action, the Godzilla action in it was pretty good. I mean, again,
Old minutes of it.
which is why we have to remember that that movie's getting a sequel, which hopefully they'll
Not like generic
improve.
brand potato chips.
So yeah, we got the best of both worlds, Pager. We got both the American one and the Japanese one continuing.
Depends, Jove. It's like it's a situation of a glass half full, half empty. Just needs to.
That
just
was a
depends on
footprint.
That's why I'm saying that the sequel needs to improve.
Also, that guy just decided to go alone because Godzilla. I want to study it 101.
Yeah, my Godzilla.
Colonel, that was a footprint.
That looks like a homing shot.
I was trying to reference the 98 movie.
Also, this music.
Jumping into the whole alright, because what if you contaminate vital evidence or something?
It's a giant footprint, I'm not sure. But, oh, there's something actually under the rock.
Is it turning into Mount Fuji or something?
No, Mount Fuji is already present in Japan, Dweebs.
No, it's Mount Fuji 2.
You mean Mount Fuji Neo?
Neo
Neo Mount Fuji.
Dr. Neo Fuji.
No, that sounds like a character out of an anime, Dr. Neo Fuji.
We are dealing with aliens by chance?
Yes, we are.
Light? Well, I wonder. Hmm. Well, would you look at that? Some military guys who actually don't want to shoot everything in sight.
Huh.
That's what I thought I was gonna say. Yeah, as if this thing's still alive, I want it dead. Also, hi Apple.
Using a Mac, what a noob.
Oh god, I remember back in the days when printers would take that long.
And sometimes it will like stop in the middle because fuck you.
And then you'd
Back in
have
the
to
days when the
reload and...
N64, PS1, and Saturn were king.
Yeah, just leave him be.
He's vanished without a trace.
Well, then again, Jove was pretty close to the ocean. He just stuck tail, probably.
Yep.
Crisis Control Intelligence Agency.
The CCI.
Funny, it's a Japanese film, and yet half the
The
film
acronym.
signs are in
yeah.
English.
Mhm.
And admittedly,
Yeah, I
one of
remember
the...
that English is the second language over there.
Yeah,
Spoke by like half the population, though.
yeah. Keep in mind that after the war, Japan pretty much became a vassal state for the United States.
Hence why we got a lot of video games over there finally.
Seriously, I mean, that ship looks like a bit of the Enterprise fell off and it's sticking out the lake.
True
I'm
revelation.
expecting-
This was in the Star Trek universe all along.
In fact, I'm half expecting them still making the captain's logs, but they're deep underwater. Captain's logs, Stardate 422. It's sinking in the middle of the sea. It's so hard to find.
What? You mean to tell me that
And
the
then
Enterprise...
everyone died.
What? You mean to tell me that the Enterprise somehow got wrecked again? I am in complete shock.
Which Enterprise, though, Jova?
What
Anyone.
Any one of them.
Yeah, because there's like
Like a
there's
Julian,
6. Well, 7. No, 8 now.
Yeah, Saka.
Miya.
Yeah. It sounds like he's insulting himself. Mia sucker.
You know, that guy doesn't
This
even...
is
sounds
what
like a-
truth.
Yeah, that sounds like a prank Bart would make to Mo. Hi, can I speak to Mr. Miyasaka? Does anyone know a Miyasaka? Miyasaka.
A first name basis?
They're having banter, you know, a couple squabble.
Oh, pity Yuki. It's just not called Yuki Kono. I could have made the Persona joke. Oh well.
Also, Sony.
Sonny Bio.
Ding!
See? 1999.
2002.
No. I wonder what that is.
2002?
They're using Windows 98.
Oh, no, wait. They got did Japan have the year first when they do daytime and
Oh, maybe?
sounds like sounds like George Takei a little bit.
Okay.
Expecting them to go, oh, bye.
Oh, what? Declassified. What are you looking at me?
The alien is a hacker. Literally.
I'm sure there's a Dengeki Bunko light novel out there that's talking about this.
Let me guess. GPN stands for Godzilla Public News.
Wait, is that a Dreamcast TV?
Maybe. So, regenerating powers.
Yes.
Well, he is Godzilla.
Well, I remember this is a new continuity. To them, Godzilla's just as new as
Yeah.
True.
To be
just as new
fair,
as a new day.
Yeah, to be clear, the first series was the original depressing 54 movie and then a whole lot of cheese. And the second was the most consistently serious.
I forgot the Darkstar. Doesn't the Godzilla versus Mechaghidorah movie implies that they're using what they're using to change the
What?
very first movie?
Yes,
Not the one.
yes, yes. Due to the characters unintentionally triggered a time loop in Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, where he fights Mechaghidorah at the end.
Oh, look at that! Something that seems to work.
There you go.
But
Thanks
yes.
to science, we can now finally
Or
stop
maybe
this.
not.
But yes, the King Ghidorah from the second series is not the same one from the first series, as they have different origin stories.
It's like,
We
it's
must
like-
play God.
yeah, it's like being God.
Insert Jurassic Park reference here.
Welcome
Or
to Godzilla 2000.
Actually, that wasn't
Pedro.
the one I was talking about.
Pedro, don't forget Frankenstein.
That too, yeah.
Well, I haven't got any alcohol,
That
but I've still
happy-
got some good, still
That
got some
happy
snacks.
face.
Perfect for a film like this.
But you're so annoyed that you want to get drunk.
Nah. I just got some just non-alcoholic snacks. Also,
Yeah,
well,
I forgot
well again,
the
it's
cables.
we're in Japan, so having a bunch of Sony stuff everywhere makes sense.
Yeah.
he's a giant reptile. It makes sense he can regenerate.
This is the part where we start making references to the lizard from Spider-Man, don't we?
Oh. Oh yeah, and apparently these two knew each other.
EO, right?
His
Spelled
daughter.
I-O.
Yep.
It's
Ah,
mine
yes.
now.
Well, the key
No.
of everything.
If you looked closely, there were CDs.
I swear I've never seen those outside of either Japan or military stuff.
Yes, if you looked closely, those were CDs.
Uh-oh. Looks like the cables are not strong enough.
Yeesh.
Oh dear.
One thing's for sure, I'm not paying for any of that.
Whose bright idea was it to use leather for the cables?
And there you go. Whatever that thing is that was under the rock is now completely free.
And now it is the Enterprise a little bit.
It looks like a bike, seat position.
And now's the part where we start making conspiracy theories about alien invasions.
Of course. Yeah, and fucking fast. That music. Yeah, sorry. CGI or not, I cannot take that form seriously.
It's an alien invasion. I don't think you're supposed to.
Of all the saucers shapes, to be fair, to give credit, that's actually original, never seen before.
Godzilla?
Think again, buddy.
I have doubts.
Earthlings, I have come with a very important question mattering the safety of the universe. Tell us, Barbie, that doll that you guys have, what's her name? Let me handle this. It's Skippy.
Oh
Skippy.
no.
Huh. Goes back into the ship. Goes back into his planet. Hey everybody, it's Skippy.
The guy in the blue shirt looks like my dad.
Is this the part where we start making jokes about my favorite Martian?
No. When Paige said Skippy, I was going to make a joke about Skip Wood since that's my nickname for him. In case you don't know, he's a writer.
Sure, buddy. I'm sure this will protect you.
Maybe
Why do kaiju monsters always attack Japan?
because that's where they're filmed.
Ow, that's really painful.
Great Caesar's ghost.
I love that guy standing on what will look like a hippie.
Oh no, it's slowly flying above us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have come to stop you from making the second season of Digimon.
Too late.
Was season 2 bad or something?
It's a bit more shallow. Not completely bad, honestly, to me, but a bit clearly not in par with the first one.
The only really noteworthy thing is that one of the writer of one of the episodes went on to work on its next season. And as Tio said, it's a bit weird letting a guy who made Hellsing make a Digimon.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like a pretty awesome scenario.
The problem is it traumatized a lot of children in the process.
Even the dub's still dark as fuck.
Honestly, that makes it kind of interesting. Honestly.
It is the Digimon Tainers actually. It's the first season. It's actually my favorite season, but yeah. Come on, EP.
Run!
Please panic in an orderly fashion.
Well, there you go, Pedro. There's something even more than the DC movies. At least here we're showing the people being evacuated. Uh-oh.
Is that relevant?
Yeah, remember that
Yes.
thing is powered by solar energy.
Oh, right.
Light in general. I think they said light in general.
Wait a minute.
Just do what you did in the Matrix and use clouds to block out the sun.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The aliens are powered by solar energy, but they're aliens. What exactly is powering them in their home planet?
I think that's part of the point. We're just supposed to sit back, relax, and have fun.
How the hell did the aliens have been living up until this point? Then this is literally the reverse problem of science. Like
I think they said earlier that it was probably suspended animation.
the problem with science is, why would you invade a planet that has mostly consisted of your one weakness? This is the opposite. This is aliens who somehow managed to get to a planet that has something that apparently they need.
Pedro,
What?
I'm not sure if I've seen Signs, so I'm not sure I understand.
Basically, Dark Star. One of the things about Signs is it's a movie with aliens invading. And the plot twist at the end is that turns out water is the one thing that kills them. It's their one fatal weakness. It's like acid to them.
Wait, you're joking.
No, I'm not
No,
joking.
sadly.
Shyamalan actually made a race of aliens who invaded a planet that is mostly covered in water, even though their one true weakness is water.
That'd be like if say an alien came to our planet that was allergic to oxygen.
Yeah, it's in here, Dark Star. Basically, it's the opposite problem. Apparently, they're solar powered, but again, it begs the question. In that case, what exactly was powering them in their home planet?
Then more of the
They
world
don't-
suffer
they don't
that
tell
same
you
problem.
anything about their home world. Nothing
Well-
at all.
But
Pedro.
Oh,
but
look
that
at
doesn't
that
make any
tentacle
sense.
rape.
Anyway, Pedro.
Go ahead.
I know the 2005 War of the Worlds had the issue of, oh, it turns out the aliens are always going to die, but was it like that in the original too?
Yes.
Yes. There was also the fact. See, it's basically like this. See, War of the Worlds, while a bad movie, it was a perfect for its time because at the time, pretty much, it was a movie where pretty much every sci-fi movie was like that anyway. Whereas Steven Spielberg decided to remake that movie for 2005 and not really update it. And that's exactly the problem right there. There's a reason why we don't make movies like that anymore, Steven.
Yes, that's why I didn't like the remake of The Omen.
And the lady didn't got instantly
To
electrocuted.
give an idea, Dwebs, one of the reveals, even aside from that one, is that the aliens have been lying underground for centuries. Well, not centuries, that's a bit, for like decades or something. Which of course begs the question: how come nobody found these aliens who were apparently buried under cities and everything? Apparently, sewer systems don't exist in this universe.
Doc, so when you say
Dr.
the Omen,
Brett
do you
is
mean this one?
Let me check.
Oh, The Omen. Yeah, that's the movie that has that has the Ave Satani theme.
Yes, yes.
Well,
there was so
is
much
it?
dialogue copied over from the.
Well, actually,
second
wait. This is the
version.
remake. Never mind. This is the remake.
Well,
Yes.
after finding out who the director was, I'm not surprised. Basically, the director of that one went on to make the worst Die Hard movie.
Dwebs, you also got to remember that they cut and pasted so much dialogue that it honestly got annoying. Seriously, why? I mean, if you're gonna do a remake, don't just copy and paste most of the dialogue.
So what are we gonna do? Oh. Don't you see, Dweebs? The music is telling you to be intensely amazed.
No.
You're heartless.
Oh, to be fair, in the making of videos, this was done with a prop. Yes, we are afraid of a prop.
Okay. I am acting.
Okay.
And-
Okay. Okay. Yes or no? This is going to end up getting that woman killed.
What's the point of me telling you when you're just going to look it up on the internet?
No, I'm not going to look it up. Just asking.
She does make it out.
Thanks for spoiling it, Darkstar.
Dweebs.
Oh, don't look online for spoilers, Dwibs. I'll just tell you the spoiler.
Yes, that was an honest goof on my end without realizing it.
Wah, wah. Anyway. What's with this music?
He actually reminds me of the music of the fourth Sly Cooper game.
Reminds me a bit of Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds a little bit.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a
It's something.
They were told to plant bombs.
A bomb.
this is some pretty big bombs.
For you.
So in order to nail it down, they shoot it.
This is to make sure that the aliens can't hack into more data. But it's probably got enough of it already.
If they got any more data, they probably would have, hacked into like all the army firing missile systems and stuff.
Well, remember, we were busy fighting Godzilla the first day, and the second one, we just pulled themselves over to the building.
Time bomb set. Get out fast.
So it's like in Metroid.
Here we go.
Yes, except things aren't already blowing up from the start.
True.
Mhm.
And we don't need to save the animals.
Yes, that. Although to be fair, saving the animals was one time only.
True.
They want to take over the world.
Of course.
Because old sci-fi movie cliches are what we need.
Sorry.
Oh.
This is the part where we start playing the encounter theme from Metal Gear Solid, isn't it?
Dun, 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 dun,
What?
dun, 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 dun,
Plot twist.
dun,
He's
dun.
actually the very boring one from the Twin Snakes.
Oh god, no, please.
Shouting! Leaves, are you shining enough?
What?
We got to keep shouting to each other to give the illusion that the plot is moving forward.
But it might be though, sir.
Well, to be fair, the original creator had already passed away by the time this came out.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the classic alert.
But yeah, back to what you were saying earlier, Pedro, about the 85 movie. That one was partly a commentary on the Cold War.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't end up like half our games.
You mean bombed?
What about the escape theme from the original MSX Metal Gear? Would that work?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the dialogue does sound like a 60 Speed Racer.
Yeah. Remember, Japanese people talk really fast.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's the stereotype.
True.
I've never been over there, so I can't be sure.
I must be slimy for no reason at all. Beep boop, maggot.
Beep, boop, maggot. Just making our poster right now.
Joe vanished.
Oh well.
Okay then. Pedro, you're now in
Yes, I
charge.
am.
So what's going on now?
Remember, they couldn't get the father,
Oh no.
but she's a strong, independent, determined woman. There it is.
Insert Metroid joke here.
Already did.
It's gonna blow.
It's gonna kill you.
I should answer the little.
Mr. Zircon is here to kill. And the bomb is Mr. Zircon.
I gotta save them. That reminds me, I gotta render that commentary at some point. Don't do it!
That face.
This is most unorthodox.
Did it take you 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes? Still better than anything Michael Bay could ever do.
Well,
That's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Bay can do the quantity well, but he certainly does not have the quality.
Honestly, I would argue not even that.
I don't know, Darkstar. I'm sure you know by now. I've seen worse than Michael Bay.
Really?
I'll tell you about it in text.
All right, it's doing something.
I'm farting to destroy the building I was sitting on.
For no reason at all. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, to be fair, as I mentioned, despite being greasy, elevator cables are still can really hurt your hands.
That guy at the front looks so. I don't care.
Don't you see it, Weebs? It's because he's evil for no reason at all.
Why would you need a bad human cat? Why do you need a human bad guy in a Godzilla movie?
All disaster movies need
You
one, Weebs,
gotta remember
remember.
that happens in some of the other movies as well.
True.
I haven't seen, and well, other than this one now,
Basically,
I haven't seen any of the Japanese made
a
ones.
recurring theme in the kaiju movies is that the reason why some of the kaijus that wake up is because humans are even dicks to nature or to each other.
And sometimes some of the people themselves are intentionally jerks, like, oh, I want my money even if it means throwing off causing more pollution.
There we go. We managed to find him. Oh.
Another one that also incorporated concerns of genetic manipulation.
Yeah.
I found a videotape.
It's the computer. I guess we need to not find the computer room.
Hey, what I miss?
Hey,
A lot.
Give me the Cliff Notes version.
Godzilla smashed stuff and the building explosion.
What
And
is
the
that?
alien has been hacking into computers.
So Godzilla's on the human side because he hates the spaceship.
well, after the initial attack, he hasn't showed up yet.
But that'll be very soon.
I mean, yeah, it's a Godzilla movie. He's always come back for a climax.
Wait, hold on. So we already revealed that he's not dead, right? Or has that yet to
Yeah.
come?
It didn't even look like
He was
dead,
only
just ran
only
away.
mildly wounded.
Don't you see, Joe? It was mostly dead.
Uh-huh.
Yes!
There we go.
All right.
And here
With the
comes the
classic-
famous Godzilla march.
The very classic team, yeah.
Yes, this one's been used since Ifukube did it in the 1954 movie.
Oh, what was I most of the movie? I fell asleep.
It happens from
Recovering,
time to
probably.
time.
So can Godzilla actually drop kick this enemy out of Earth?
I love that video game too.
One thing's for sure, that's going to be a lot of property damage he's going to pay for.
Mini. Oh,
No,
Visa.
no.
Oh, MasterCard.
Don't you see? This is not Man of Steel. He can do that.
You also, don't forget, Joe, but there was also one where Coca-Cola in the building was being attacked.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I know that Godzilla has dropkicked in like a game or two, but has he ever gotten to do a dropkick in any of the movies?
Yes, the one with Jet Jaguar.
In Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, he body slams Megaguirus. I'm not even kidding.
In Godzilla vs King Kong, he actually stuffed down an entire tree down King Kong's mouth. Or actually, that's the contrary. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, clearly Godzilla is the only one point.
He's the only one who can save us.
And kill us as well.
Don't worry, he'll become more of a good guy. Just give him a few years.
Hey, yeah, you'll learn to like me, I promise.
Well, hey, character development and all that stuff. It even comes to the big guys.
Konica, don't know what that is.
Sorry.
Pardon me.
So sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, you should have put your car there anyway, mister.
Hey,
Maybe Godzilla sounds like one of those big guys, but he sounds like a dork.
And now Godzilla eats the spaceship.
Yeah.
you know, it would be so funny if he ran through, say, a certain controversial company's... What the?
The aliens are cowards. They saw Godzilla. Oh shit! Bye.
They're pissing their pants.
Oh.
Wow.
They just landed on another building.
Oh, wait.
Aha! But now we're not. Aha! We're standing on another building now. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Even more of a bigger twist, it's a Nintendo company building.
Don't you see, Jova? That's the reason why Nintendo stopped making porn movies after this.
Yeah. Oh god, not the hentai.
Yeah, the UFO is somehow sentient and can create stuff like that.
Why did I have to drink last night? Who put that bridge there?
We did. And
Yeah,
you destroyed
sorry, it's
it.
gonna take much more than that for Godzilla.
Oh no, you did not drag on the spikes.
Oh, it's gonna tickle.
Jesus.
Well, to be fair, he wasn't actively trying to do that.
Hey, we're
Hello.
playing.
Hello, the asshole space keep constantly being very sturdy doing all the time.
Well, I don't like playing 10-pin bowling. I'm always the ball.
A very spiky.
Oh,
It's time to respond to the fire, Dreadwaves.
All right, that's it. No more Mr. Nicezilla. Or no
Here
more
we
Mr.
go.
Nice God.
oh, nice one.
Direct hit. That guy's
face.
expression.
All right.
Strike.
No.
Okay. New tactic. Fire laser at it.
Well, yeah, it worked before, so might as well try.
There we go.
That tickles. Oh, wait, I already made that joke.
Jesus.
I didn't do it.
Did I do that?
You know, these aliens seem to be very more trollish than anything else. I mean, they don't seem, they're not
just
even doing.
flanking.
They're not doing anything. They're not trying to invade. They're not trying to, communicate. They're just sitting around. I guess waiting just waiting and see what happens. I guess.
I guess he's kind of smart like that. Well, smart for a monster.
I guess.
Oh, never mind. They're trying to capture buildings or something.
It's like Brainiac.
Are they trying to crush him with pressure, I wonder?
Don't let the pressure get to you, man.
Oh no, not the Discount Empire State Building. Oh.
But yes, it's very common in the destruction sequences for famous companies to be advertised and destroyed.
Yeah, it's surprising enough, it still gives them good publicity.
Yes,
that.
but still, it's such a great running gag.
I believe a TV trope is frying the Coke. Yes, I believe they actually made that into a TV trope name.
Fry the Coke. Okay.
We have Doug Walker to thank
no.
for that name.
Watch out, he's up to something.
Shoot the tentacles to open the core.
They seem to be drawing all the life force.
All your data are belong to us.
Combine that with remember the fact that in the previous fight they actually got a sample of Godzilla.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
CGI blob.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep. It's time for the specific Kaiju of the week.
Or of the year.
True.
So that combines.
No.
What the hell is that?
No.
So the alien ship was.
It's one of the vortex creatures from Echo the Dolphin.
It's not even done yet, actually.
So the alien spaceship was a kaiju in and of itself.
that needed DNA.
That roar. So wait, it's like Metal Sonic in Sonic Heroes.
Kinda.
It's no use.
Alright,
Looks
it's
like
a
It's Ivan Ooze.
And well, I guess it tripped and died.
Not yet.
It actually gave birth to something.
Yep. It's a mother, actually. A mother
KLA
ship.
Tenko.
There we go.
And now it's down.
Yeah, thankfully. But that's the problem.
It
UFO
already
still-
gave birth.
Yeah, the UFO
It's
still
already
something.
dead.
It's like I said, it was a mothership.
Literally.
Oh crap.
Oh,
oh,
Oh.
my leg.
My leg.
Oh.
Here we go.
oh boy.
Oh boy, I love the red flower.
There it is.
Hey, I saw it first.
Okay, his name is never actually said in the movie, but this is called Orga,
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Well, since it's never
possibly
said
from
in the-
organism.
It actually,
it's never
it
actually said in
actually
the movie.
resembles the Rancor from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I'll call it. Since it's never said in the movie, I'll just call it the Rancor.
Hey, buddy. You look like a reject from Aliens.
Yeah, and you look like an old-fashioned costume from 1954.
Well, don't you have a Sigourney Weaver to imprint on?
Hey man, that's a low blow.
But yes, in the fighting games, he's pretty much the master of blunt attacks.
Obviously.
Ha! Too slow.
Seriously,
Aw,
when I first
Look at
played
them.
as
They
him
just
in
want to hug each other.
when I first got him in
That's what
Trail
I'm
Monsters
playing.
Melee, he made me think of a mutated, grumpy old man.
That got your neck. Ooh, you taste like shit.
Ow.
Hey man, you're not playing fair.
Oh, just wait a bit, Waves. He also
What?
obviously
Lasers?
like
You
Blastoise. Yeah.
cheapskate.
Actually, look more like a Sonic cannon.
Hey, all's fair in love and war.
That's my DNA, you cock. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
there you go. But the UFO, surprising enough, is still up.
Yes, but only half of it's there.
So it's 1.5 versus 1.
I guess you could say he wasn't very orga-whelming.
Oh, crud, he can fly.
No, actually, it's
Whoa.
just a
Yeah, I
big
can
jump.
fly, bitches.
Oh, wait.
Do a very, very extreme jump.
Extreme.
Extreme.
Still, the end of the 90s still counts. Ow.
Oh.
I gotta say, when I played the fighting games, I always loved playing as Orga.
Alright, that's it. No more Mr. Doesn't think outside the box. Now I'm going to actually think outside the box with you.
Yes,
I,
Jim?
I actually
you
prefer
can't even
Space
come up with a witty
Godzilla.
comeback.
Most likely because he's actually my favorite kaiju.
Wait, what deal? I couldn't hear you before.
Basically, since he's my favorite kaiju, I prefer Space Godzilla.
He's one of my favorite villains.
Oh, so you're gonna hide
There we
behind
go.
your mothership, are you?
Yeah.
Jesus. And with that, the Enterprise is finally destroyed again.
No.
Again.
Ah.
Seriously, yeah. I'm surprised the Federation hadn't gone bankrupt with the amount of times their flagship's
But
been
remember,
destroyed.
since it copied the Godzilla DNA, this means the Olga also has regenerating powers.
I guess you could say that if Orga was from an Enterprise, he would be from an evil organization.
Turtle Whip. Now, if you are going to stay down,
He's just using his tail. One of my favorite finishers in the old movies was actually when Godzilla actually stomped on one of Ghidorah's heads.
Yes, don't forget when he crushed Hedorah's eyes after he was dried out.
Yeah. Ow.
oh, same tactic I used, you copycat.
Hey, if it worked on me, it should work on you.
Only one difference between us, buddy. I wasn't born yesterday, let alone a few hours ago.
But that means I'm faster. You're like
Oh,
88 years old.
Yeah, that's also one of the best part. When the military and the people are not active, they just need to stand around like that and watching and being amazed. There you go. Now he's copying even more of its DNA.
You're looking a little green in the gills there, Junior.
There you go, in the face.
Hey, better green than, me.
Or rather, right in the cannon.
Yeah, true. Now, interesting thing, because we haven't mentioned, normally Godzilla's atomic breath is actually blue, a light shade of blue. But here is actually pink or red.
Red.
Yeah. I guess it was a stylistic choice.
Yeah.
Yes, and besides, the original creator was gone, so they didn't. So I guess the other people had more choice in the color.
Alright, he can't possibly survive that.
How long's left of the movie?
Well,
We got about 13 minutes left.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a job well done. Or medium well.
I prefer my medium.
Oh, look at that. He's just, he looks so poor.
Sorry. Why don't you come back when you're richer? And hopefully when my eyes don't look like they've just been painted on.
Well, that's assuming you're coming back for a sequel, buddy.
Of course I am. 5 more after this one.
So yeah, again, he's regenerating powers,
But
so
yes, Dwibs,
how are
as
we
I
gonna
said,
defeat that?
the one in this movie is not the same one that's in the next 5. Because of the alternate timelines.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I thought
Although they did recycle this suit for the next movie.
Well, I thought that one Death out of Metal Gear Solid dragged on.
Oh boy, here we go.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Please don't fight
Now he's
me.
about for his special attack.
Open your mouth wide and say, ah.
Yeah, for some reason he's using some kind of ultrasounds that makes Godzilla dumb. And now we get to watch. Yeah, now we're about to get to watch someone's fetish.
Well, I've had enough of this.
Hey, I didn't tell you could go in my mouth.
You gave me a
That's
proper
That's
invitation.
that's what Orga was hoping for.
Now
Well, you're
you
not Dr. Godzilla.
now you open up and open wide. Let's see you have.
However, Orga made a fatal mistake here,
Yeah.
as you will see soon.
Now let's get to the heart of the matter, shall we?
Oh yes.
You see, there you go. He's still absorbing more DNA, so technically he's mutating again. But he hasn't considered one thing.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time for your tetanus shot. Hyper Beam Edition. Any last words?
Tetanus shot. Oh no.
If you looked
Oh,
closely,
yeah.
wait,
at
hold on,
Olga's
hold on.
expression, he was like,
Yeah.
"Oops."
And it was in that precise moment that Olga realized he fucked up.
I
Yeah,
immediately
if you looked
regret
very
this.
But yes, if you looked very closely, he changed the expression on his face when he realized that he made a big mistake.
Exactly. That's the problem with you young kaijus. You always gotta learn to think before you smash. I learned that after my first run-in with humans.
Sammy's man.
Well, that happened.
Normal administration for a Godzilla movie, dweebs.
Oh, could you guys clean up this mess for me? I need to have a lie down.
Okay.
I'm sure the United Nations will help.
Oh, and there's the dried corpse.
Okay, this better be the last time I have some ale trying to poach in on you and force me to work
That's-
with you.
That's hardcore. Yeah, in your fucking face.
There's your funeral service. Now die with it. And fall over. Nice.
The noise knocked him over.
Dear people, we are gathered here today for the funeral of whatever the hell that monster's name was.
Yes, as I said earlier, his name was Orga.
Olga.
Orga, O-R-G-A.
I'll just call it monster. I'll just call it Beastie.
So, is that a
So,
reference?
does everyone want to get a burrito or something?
Ooh, dinner's on me.
But Mr. Godzilla, sir, you and what's his name destroyed all the taco stands.
There you go. The little kid approves. Then the corpse just dissipates because raisins.
It'll make
What are we gonna eat?
it'll make great fertilizer.
Yes, radioactive fertilizer. Actually, 2 days.
Who's counting?
Hello
Now
there.
let this be a lesson to you all. Never ever trust ships that look like the broken Starship Enterprise ever again.
Gee, the guy standing like an idiot in front of Godzilla. I wonder what's gonna happen.
And as for you, I told you thousands of times.
Smoking a cigarette with a Zippo.
Because, cigarettes are classy.
Any last requests?
It may be the last thing you see.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
Who?
I'm
A
ready for
face
my
that only a
close-up.
mother could love.
Whoa.
No, I must stare into it.
I must stare
Yeah,
into my own
seriously.
death.
That guy has no reason to do so. He has a death wish.
There. Oh my god, I've always wanted to say that. Now my life's mission is complete.
He doesn't even eat him, he just lets him fall with the
You know, that bit there where he shouted Godzilla, I wouldn't be surprised if that's just the actual Japanese actor's delivery.
I think that they did this on purpose, even in the dub.
Reminds me if it was Japan, they'd be saying Gojira.
And now
Yeah.
we know why good will always triumph.
Over
Because
evil.
evil is dumb.
And I
Yes,
guess
as Dark Helmet would say.
that guy's the only one Godzilla wanted to kill because he was evil, I guess.
What a dumbass.
Remember, kids, Godzilla died for your sins.
Seriously, he just stands there waiting for me to kill him?
It's no
Why do I
fun.
tell my brothers about this? Hey guys, you won't believe the funniest story I have for you guys.
Oh, this I can't wait to hear.
Some guy just
Look at
stood
that.
there and let me kill him.
Notice my
Nissan?
directing. I'm not using sound effects to describe
If I
the situation.
wow, I saw a Chrysler symbol.
That's a very weird definition of protecting. He wrecks everyone. He wrecks
Yes,
everyone.
you heard
He
it.
lives
You heard
in
it
me.
correctly. You heard it correctly, people. A guy
So-
just said that Godzilla is like Jesus.
So basically, we all fire atomic breath and blow up everything.
Sure, why not?
And that is
I'm
why he
so
protected us that
speechless.
way.
I'm so moved by this. 10 out of 10.
And
Wow.
yeah,
It's over.
that was it.
That's it.
Wait, hold on. I guess we still have Godzilla walking around and doing stuff for the credits.
He's just standing there, watching the flames.
Just
Wait, hold on.
Gotta say, I
Oh!
got a lot of fun.
And he vanished, I'm guessing. Unless he's still there. It's hard to tell with the... Oh, wait, no, he's still there.
Alright, so I guess final thoughts.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
It was all right. Nothing great, but it was all right. Also, there's an actor named Dangerous. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun movie. Music's alright, good and cheesy. I do like the battle between Godzilla and the kaiju, of course. It has good, well enough pacing. But I gotta say, man, that ending line, Daddy, why is Godzilla protecting us? As she says as Godzilla is hyper beaming the city. Because there's a little bit of Godzilla in us all, honey.
So, Daddy, does that mean we're all gonna blow up buildings and stuff?
Maybe when we develop our superpowers and become the Incredibles of Japan. So yeah,
All
overall
right, then.
fun movie, pretty good. Good time.
Alright, you want me to go next?
Sure.
Sure.
Alright then. Yeah, although it's not one of my personal favorites amongst the old, because I've seen pretty much all of the kaiju movies, but despite not being one of my favorites, he's still very solid and a solid reboot.
A good start
the-
for
to-
newcomers
yeah.
like me.
Especially because keep in mind, up until this point, there was the movie right before this one was the 1998 American one, which remember Toho didn't like at all. So this was also kind of like in response to that. They
Wait.
wanted to stand their foot down and show who was the boss there. But yeah, I like it. The only thing I have to say maybe is that the UFO is not that interesting at first, but when he starts actually doing stuff and then he morphs into Orga, is actually where the movie really takes off.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, he of course has an actor, Makoto Ito.
And so yeah, definitely enjoyed it. Go ahead, Pedro.
Yeah, pretty much what you said. It's fun, but personally, I prefer some of the older ones, like the 1954 original. But yeah, this one's good as well. It's a well-intentioned and good and fun popcorn movie. Then that's, I mean, there's
And the
some
newer
really
ones
good.
would apparently improve on this formula. From what I hear.
Sure, and yeah, there's not that much to say.
All right, Darkstar, that's you for last.
Well, I really enjoyed this movie because it's just plain fun.
Mhm.
It's just turn off your brain and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the pointless destruction.
Amy Hill, that name sounds familiar.
That's all I have to say.
Additional music by J. Peter Robinson. All right, then. So that was Godzilla 2000. See you guys for the whatever next Godzilla movie we'll tackle on.
See you then.
See you
All right,
next
then.
time.
See ya.
Yeah, everybody.